Hey everyone, let me get my computer set up and I'll be right with you. I know it's Friday night, probably not a lot of people gonna be on here, and I'm gonna turn that, let me make sure I'm turning that the right way. Because I noticed last night it was not the best view. Is that the right way? It looks right. Maybe I need to go back. I've got a couple of projects that I want to do. Okay. Why? I wish my screen, I wish maybe somebody can help me. My screen on my computer is not the right. You know what? Maybe I need to change my stand this way. I'm just talking to myself out loud here. Is it bigger that way? Oh. You know, sometimes I just don't like technology. I don't understand why my screen doesn't. It looks funny on my computer.
There you go, buddy. You got this. What are you doing?
Okay, well, I'm not going to play with that anymore. Let me just make sure I've got it over my project. Okay, so I've got a couple of things I'm going to do tonight. This is our Club Couture transfer of the month. And it is called Life in Full Bloom, or Live Life in Full Bloom. And just want to make sure we're lined up so you can see it. So, if you are not familiar with Club Couture, as a designer, every month we pay a monthly fee of, gosh, I think it's $19.99. And that includes our website, that includes our app, and it also includes this pretty little transfer that we get. And I've got a shadow, and I don't know how to get rid of that. I'm sorry. Technology is just going to be the death of me here. It's this bright light over me. But anyway, and then for the club, if you, for example, this Aiden chalkboard right here is the perfect size for the monthly transfer that comes out. Every month it's a different one, and it usually has something to do with upcoming holidays or seasons. But it's a great way to wash your chalkboard, get the new transfer of the month, and update your decor with something new and fresh. And so this is the one for April, called Live Life in Full Bloom. And it's got, I believe these are cherry blossoms on it, which are lovely. I like them a lot. And it's also going to do some layering. So I'm going to show you the layering. I'm going to put this aside, let it dry, and then do another sign with one of my new favorite transfers. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors and cut this up. So these, the transfer has lines on it meant for you to cut out the pieces. This is the first layer, which is the base of the cherry blossom, and this is going to be the outline, which I will do in another color. And I'm sorry, I can't see anybody on here. Just tell me who's on. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Where you're from? What's going on? And give me a thumbs up if you like my design when I'm done. But after this is over, I will have a special for, thank you, for the monthly transfer. If you haven't already joined my VIP group, please jump over there and join that. Trent River Designs VIP. And then I'll have a special for you on this awesome transfer that I'll be placing an order for real soon. So I'm going to put the Live Life, actually I'm going to turn it sideways, kind of catty cornered like that. And then I'm going to put my first layer here of flowers on this corner, and I'm going to take it up real quick and put it over here. Now, because this is a brand new transfer, I'm going to do what we call kind of defuzzing it, so because they're so sticky, because you get you know, multiple uses out of them. So I'm going to take this real quick and just defuzz it, and then I'm going to put it down on my, let me get my towel where you can see it. And all I'm going to do is just put it down there like that and pull it up, and it's ready to go. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one and pull it up. And I'll do the other one in a minute since I won't be using that one right now anyway. Okay, so we're going to put our first layer of cherry blossoms down. And you want to make sure that you don't have any bubbles in your transfer. Otherwise, you could have some seepage. It could seep underneath there. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down like that and just smooth it out. And I've already got my paste stirred up. I'm going to use this pretty pink here for the flowers and a portion of the words. I'm also going to use white on that. And I've got me some squeegees here. I like to take a full-size squeegee and cut it up for different things. I'm going to use this one. And I want to make sure you guys can see. Yeah. And I'm just going to go real quick here because we don't want the paste to dry. We want to pull up the transfer while it's wet. And I can use the edge of the squeegee to pull up any excess paste because it only takes a little. Okay, so I've got all my blossoms and I'm going to pull that up, put it back in here. Oops. Okay, now, so that should be good. And I'm going to leave, and this is kind of sticky because this is the first time I've used it. But that all looks perfect. And then I'm going to come over here. And as long as you do it pretty quickly, you can, you should be able to use this transfer without having to wash it first. But worst case, if some of it has started to dry and it doesn't turn out okay, I'm going to wash it off and just redo it. But I'm going to give it a shot doing it without washing it first. I have sometimes been successful with this, but sometimes not too. It just depends on how fast things are drying. I can't believe it's Friday already. Okay, so I'm going to take this up and I'm going to pull this up real quick. Had a little bit mess up there. It's not bad. And then we've got the overlay to go over it, so I'm going to leave it and hope that it is okay. So I'll set this aside in my water. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to set this project aside. If you were doing this in your house, you could also just take a hairdryer to it and do it a little faster. I'm going to do the small letters here in the pink, and then I'm going to do the bloom in the white. I want to tie in the white from the frame. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I don't mean to ignore you. I get caught up in doing my demonstration and explaining as I go. Okay, so my letters didn't come out perfectly, but I'm probably gonna erase that and redo that. I thought my pink was maybe just a little on the dry side, and that's probably why. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna let this layer dry, so I'm gonna put this aside and show you my new favorite transfer. Let me get this project over here, and then I'm gonna have to move some paste out of the way. So this transfer, give me just a second here while I move some things around. Okay, so this transfer has two parts to it. And what's with my video? My video doesn't seem to be catching up. I don't know what y'all are seeing. On my computer screen, it was like in instant replay. So, okay, there you can see it. So, this is a two-parter here, and I am so sorry. I know these shadows. It's the light up above. Let me see if I can move things around. This is bothering me. Okay, so this is a two-parter, and it is Psalms 46:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." And I love that cursive. I think it's just beautiful. And then the bottom part of the transfer is "Love is spoken here." So you're really getting two designs in one. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create two different signs. This one is a little bit nicer sign with the frame. And this is just I think a 1x6 board that I painted. And then I'm going to distress it. But it's still going to be real cute little sign. Okay, so same thing here. This is a brand new transfer, so I need to defuzz it. Okay. And then I'm just going to center it. And if you know me, I'm an eyeballer, not a measure. Sometimes a measure, but usually on this kind of stuff, I eyeball it. But I just love this particular transfer and the font they use. I think it's so elegant, simple, but elegant. And I did not grab my paste, so let me grab my paste. And I think I'm going to go with just black. Okay, so this is going to be a super, super easy and fast one because I'm going to do it all in the same color. So I've got my black paste here. This is a new one. And I'm just going to spread it out. Look how fast I'm going to create this sign. Amazing! Okay, I think I about got it. Okay, so please, if you like what you're seeing, like and share my video so that the rest of the world can learn how fabulous Chalk Couture is. If you are a crafter, then you should seriously think about joining to be able to buy all of these wonderful products at 40% off. And oh my gosh, look at that. That is fabulous.
Why am I so intent on helping Andy? I love filmmaking.
Leslie, I don't know. The video was doing something funny on me too. But look at this. That "Be Still My Heart" is what I should say right now. Be still and know that I am God. I love, 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 love this sign. So, and the font. So remember, this is a two-parter. You get this part with a transfer, and you're going to get the "Love is Spoken" here, which I'm also going to do. This is more in kind of that antique-y typewriter font. And I think I'm just going to do it black, and then I'm going to distress my board. I might even put some dark wax on it or something. Trying to see. Hey, Martha. Okay, so I got a little bit too much paste. I am going to scoop it off and put it in here. Okay, and I'm done. And I'm going to pull it up. Cutie patootie. Look at that. So, like I said, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to take a sanding block and I'm going to rough that up and distress it. Or I could even add a, you know, just a 1x2 frame around it. But simple little sign, but very cute. Okay, so now let's go back to the cherry blossoms, and hopefully that is dry. And remember, all of Chalk Couture, you should be able to run your hand over it, and it shouldn't come off if it's dry. Okay, got something on there. So let's find my overlay. And I'm going to put this on my towel real quick. Thank you guys for staying with me. This is a little bit longer one, but wanted to get a couple of things done for my show next weekend. Trying to do some. Now, with the overlay, I'm going to, I haven't used this one, so I've got to figure out where my matching is. There it is, I believe. Let me see how this lines up. I don't think that's looking right. Bear with me here. Usually they're pretty easy to line up. I should have looked at this one before I started. I think that's it though. Yeah. But just remember, if I totally screw this up, I can erase or wash and redo. We're about to find out. So I'm going to do a little brown on the branches and a little white for the outline of, that's not white, for the, around the cherry blossoms. Let me make sure. That's a little dry. Let me get some more white. Sometimes because the pastes are water soluble, they can get a little dry. And what I like to do is just put a few squirts of water and soften it up that way. And I've even put it in the microwave a little bit sometimes to get it done like that, to soften it that way. Okay, so I'm going to go real quick here with my white because I'm going to be doing two colors. And I'm just going over the flower part. At least trying to. And might need some more paste here. Can y'all see? Let me zoom in a little bit.
How do you take your selfie liking, Wi-Fi sharing, high-octane gaming, job searching, video chatting, social posting, date finding, urgent emailing, news sharing, impulse buying, science discovery, song jamming,
Okay,
recipe making,
I think about got my
and make it even better?
white done.
Make it faster.
Now, I'm going to real quickly go with the, I want a smaller squeegee with my brown.
One of the nation's toughest cities has an even tougher police intelligence unit. Chicago PD.
And I'm not one, you know, some people can't stand for the colors to mix, and I'm just, it's a work of art, you know. I'm not that big on that. If it mixes a little bit, it mixes a little bit. I don't really care. You should be able to see the brown, and that's, I just want a little bit of color, breakup of color to show it, make it look like realistic branches.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go check on Cam because he's been alone for quite some time. Like, touching a paint.
But that's what I found. If you try to be too perfect, you might be disappointed. But if you'll just go with it and let the paste do it, the transfers work, you usually get something that's really, really pretty and unique. Okay, now, it doesn't look like mine were totally lined up, but I hope y'all can see this. There is definitely, I think it's that light that I've got. I'm going to turn that off above.
Because it knows you're not being respected. Thank you, sir.
Does that do anything?
What are you talking about?
Give it a second.
Andy did for Beth today.
I turned off the light above to see.
I'm gonna give this to the mailman. He's gonna give it to the Coast Guard about this time tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, I'll just take a picture. I think the light I have above my table, you're starting to see a little bit of the detail there. The branches. It looks really, really cool. And it doesn't, the overlay does not line up perfectly, but I'm telling you, when you see the picture of this, it looks really, really nice. So I'm going to stop here for the night. And I'm going to finish this. I'm going to wash my overlay and finish that up. And then I'll post a picture of this finished project underneath the video or on my Facebook page when I'm done. But thank you so much for joining me. And I don't even know if I spoke to everybody, but I appreciate you joining me, liking my video, and sharing it with your friends. So don't forget to jump on the VIP page to find out my monthly special for the Live Life in Full Bloom transfer. And thank you for joining me, and have a great weekend.